Hey everybody, what is going on? This is your boy, Regular Josh1 here. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today we're bringing in a friend of mine for this video, Alex, aka Gary the Editor. This is his own video and his very first review type video on this channel. I decided to bring him in because I do want to bring some more movie reviews to this channel, but I'm not really much of a movie watcher myself. Alex, however, he is. This is something new for him, so we are mainly trying this out. He's pretty nervous about his first video, so please do be kind to him. I really do hope that you guys enjoy his video. If you do, then you will most likely see more from him. Without further ado, I introduce to you, Gary the Editor. Take it away.
Hello there, people of YouTube! Wait, I don't speak English.
Meow?
Okay, I'm sorry you guys had to see that abomination again. No, seriously, hi there. My name is Alex, also known as Gary the Editor. I've been editing for Josh since, that video. I find it a very fun process because I get to hear his raw thoughts and I edit out his mistakes because, you know, that's my job. Anyway, a little bit more about me. I love animals and animation and I hope to one day produce my own animated shorts. But I'm either busy editing for Josh, slacking off because of no motivation, or wasting my time raging at teabaggers and Smash Brothers, or watching Angry Grandpa over and over again.
Is my light bill paid? Yes!
What a great use of my time! But enough about that. Today on Josh's channel, I want to discuss something. Movies! Josh himself said he doesn't watch movies anymore. He said they are very hard to catch his interest, or something. I don't know, he's weird. So I'm going to be talking about a few animated movies I've seen this year so far and give my small thoughts on each. I'll go into some spoilers as well, so make sure you've seen them. First up is The Mitchells vs. the Machines. I've known this movie way back before when it was called Connected, which is a bit more of a boring title when thinking upon retrospect. This new one definitely has a lot more personality to it. Everyone has eaten up this movie and is claiming it to be one of the best animated movies this new decade has to offer so far. In my opinion, it was okay. Whoa, calm down, I don't want another LS Mark situation here. The movie is fine overall. I think it has great visuals and animation, neat character designs, and a quirky, colorful personality throughout that keeps it interesting. But my main problem with the movie is how its story structure goes. Katie, the main character, wants to do this, but the dad doesn't approve. They clash. She has to lie at a certain point to get him on her side. Then he finds out later. He's heartbroken. Oh no, she regrets it. I feel like we've seen this done before many times in other movies, and it's just getting a bit old at this point. The movie also drags a lot. There's a ton that could have been cut out or shortened, honestly. The climax seems to go on forever. And some of the humor in this movie is really hit or miss. I don't know. By the end, I enjoyed what it did, but it's not something I would want to see again right away. But I totally understand the people that do love it, because honestly, there's a lot to like here. I'm giving it a solid 6 out of 10. Next up is Wish Dragon. This is another one from Sony Pictures Animation, but it was originally made in China by a bunch of studios producing it. This movie has been compared to Aladdin a ton, and while it's true that it does have a lot of similarities for sure, I wanted to at least give it a chance to see what it can offer. And from the first hour or so, I was a bit meh on it. It has nice animation for sure, but the first thing I noticed that really threw me off was the voice work.
Din? Be careful! What are you doing?
Wait! Old buddy.
Dude, you gotta watch where you're going.
I know that the movie was made in China and there was English and Chinese voice actors doing both versions of the movie, but the lip syncing is just really off in some cases. As for the story itself, it was fine. It does things differently from Aladdin enough to make it stand on its own, though it's a little bland in some areas, just nothing overly special. However, there is one thing that saved this movie for me: the third act. The movie surprisingly picks up steam and it actually becomes pretty engaging. The way Long tells his backstory that corresponds with Din's hasty wish decision, how the trio gang that's chasing him throughout the movie ends up linking with Lena's father, and how the whole thing comes together at the end, just got me like,
wow, that was actually kind of good.
So, while I'm not a huge fan of the movie overall, I do say give it a chance. Don't think of it as an Aladdin ripoff, because it's not really fair towards it. Yeah, it's a bit bland and not super great, but the third act makes up for it for sure. I'm also giving this a solid 6 out of 10. And lastly, we have Luca, Pixar's latest movie. Just back in December, we had Soul, which was a great film in Pixar's lineup. I wasn't a big fan of Onward, and I found it to be pretty forgettable after watching it, but Soul made up for it with its strong themes and characters, gorgeous animation, and thought-provoking plot. I mean, I still prefer Wolfwalkers, and would have loved to see it win Best Animated Feature, but whatever.
For Best Animated Feature goes to Soul.
Yep. But with Luca, it seemed like a different type of movie. It has a very simple plot with not much high stakes, and it doesn't seem overly complex with heavy themes such as loss, grief, or dealing with emotions, or questioning the purpose of a life. Its focus is to be a fun summer movie with two fish boys that explore an Italy town together as they transform into human on land. The characters are really great in this movie, just so well written and so endearing to watch. You really get hooked on the antics they get into and how the relationship with Julia grows. The villain is not really a villain, just more of a bully character. An antagonist, sure, but more so for the characters themselves than it is for the overall plot, if you catch what I mean. He's very simple, but also has some fun scenes as well, for just how much of an ass he is. My only real problem with this movie is, well, compared to Wish Dragon ironically, the third act. I think it wraps itself up way too fast. As soon as they're exposed to everyone at the end, Julia's father accepts them because he's bonded with them as humans throughout the summer. And just because he says that, everyone just accepts that as well. It's like a little too fast and safe to just come to a sudden decision like that. And all of a sudden, boop, she's leaving for school. But Luca wants to go too, but his parents won't allow him. Oh wait, Alberto already talked to them behind his back and got permission. Oh, okay, I guess he's just gonna leave and it's over. Oh, you see what I mean? We just needed maybe one or two scenes to show us how we got to this point instead of just rushing it. Maybe hint at Luca's parents talking to each other, expressing their hesitations of sending Luca to a human school, while showing Alberto listening in, glancing over at Luca from afar as he decides to do this for him to be a good friend, or something. Either way, I really enjoyed this movie. I don't get the hate with it and people saying, "Is Pixar losing their touch?" As if every movie needs to be like Soul and Inside Out. This is them just tackling a simple soft story that still has the great animation, imagination, and lovable characters that makes any other Pixar movie good. Well, not all of them, but still. I'm giving this one a solid 7 out of 10. Well, those are my thoughts on those movies. Just small little reviews. I don't want to go too into depth unless this video will end up being like 89 hours long. But before I wrap this up, I want to touch on some animated movies coming soon that I'm actually looking forward to. The first being this new Generation 5 My Little Pony movie. With Friendship is Magic recently finishing up with a series finale, we are now moving on with a new set of characters and new designs. They have hooves now! I've read a lot of mixed opinions about these designs throughout the internet, and honestly, I think they look pretty great. I'm really digging what I'm seeing so far. Recently, more and more stuff is being leaked, from concept art to merchandise and even a bio of the main character, Sunny. It's going to be released in the fall as a full-length movie on Netflix. I'm just really waiting for a trailer so I can fully judge anything else. But I am really looking forward to it. Next is Belle, the next movie from director Mamoru Hosoda, who created one of my favorite movies of all time, Wolf Children. I tried giving Mirai a chance, but I'm sorry, I just couldn't get into it at all. But this one looks like Summer Wars on steroids. I'm really interested to see how this movie could go, since I'm a fan of his work. And lastly, and while this doesn't technically count, but I'm including it anyway, Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. I know it's already playing in theaters now, but I'd rather wait when it's released on digital media or Blu-ray so I can see it at home. The first movie is actually not bad. I know the trailer back in 2018 made it seem really awful, but it's really not. This doesn't mean the movie's a masterpiece either, trust me, there's nothing to really scream Oscar-worthy here, but for a kid's movie, I think it was pretty good. Hell, I watch this anytime more of the fucking goddamn Boss Baby 2 shit, what the fuck? As for Peter Rabbit 2, I will make a movie review video when I do get the chance to watch it, so I hope you all will enjoy that when the time comes. Alright, so that about does it for me, guys. I want to thank Josh for giving me the spotlight this time around, and I want to thank you all personally for giving me a chance. I really appreciate it, and I hope to end up doing more of these sometime. I guess this is the part where I do Josh's thing, right? Okay, here goes. Click that like button and subscribe for the bell thing, and you do it, and you watch the videos with the clicks. Right? And something about bunnies in a regular world? Wait, what does that even mean? I don't even get it.